This is a response video to Elink to the Past's video on 5 nostalgic video games, and I thought I'd give it a shot. The thing is, only when I was looking for the games, I couldn't pick just 5. I've got about 10, but I'll try and get through them as fast as possible and describe them. Most of them are PlayStation 1 era, because that's kind of my time. That's kind of when I started growing up and stuff, during the 90s. But the first console, actually it was a home computer I played, was a Commodore 64. So I'll get on with the games, and the first game here is Trivial Pursuit Genesis Edition. And I remember my dad playing this as a kid, not when he was a kid, when I was a kid, and I remember all these tunes, because it was one of the first games that actually used music for questions. And I've made a few videos of this game myself. I've made quite a few videos on this one, playing with my sister, and obviously now being grown up, I actually understand the questions now. Obviously back then I just watched my dad play it and was amused by the graphics and all the rest, but now I play it for the questions and I really love this game. The next one isn't a game as such, it's a series of games, and it's the Dizzy collection. My favourite one is Magic Land Dizzy. You can see it there. My camera won't seem to focus. Anyway, Magic Land Dizzy. Treasure Island Dizzy and Dizzy, they're probably the hardest. Fast Food Dizzy's not that great. Fantasy World Dizzy's absolutely brilliant. But yeah, they're great little platform games, and yeah, I still play them to this day because I still have my Commodore 64. I still, and I play it quite often. Another game is, I have here, it's for the Sega Mega Drive, is Rings of Power, which is a really weird isometric RPG game. And as we speak, my brother and I are actually making a series of Let's Play videos on this. I don't think they're that entertaining or informative. They're just usually us getting drunk and swearing, but yeah, it's a really great game. It's not for everyone, but I love it. Another one is the classic Tomb Raider one. Now, I love this one I love all the Tomb Raider games, except for Chronicles and Angel of Darkness, but this is the one I've completed the most times. And I remember years ago, I went through, I listen to a lot of music when I'm playing games, and I was listening to Iron Maiden's Virtual 11 album, which is the one with Blaze Bailey, the one that nobody likes. I love it, and I always associate it with this game. Yeah, it's a fantastic adventure game. You can't beat it. This next one is Theme Hospital, which is a comedic hospital simulator. Like, you build your own hospital, cure patients, and they have weird diseases such as blockhead, I think it was, swollen tongue syndrome, invisible man syndrome, things like that. And you've got to try and create all these different wards and the humour in this game is just absolutely fantastic. It is one of the funniest games for the PlayStation, and I absolutely love it. Now, this next one is one of my favourite games of all time. It's Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. Everything from the voice acting, the mood, the music. The fucking music in this game is outstanding. I love this game to pieces, and every time I look back on it, I remember being kind of young, and when I played it on demo discs and things, but I've completed this game 4, 5, 6 times maybe, and it's one of my favourite games of all time, and I think everyone should play this. It's a classic. And this next one, I got this one with my PlayStation Post Challenge, and again, it's one of these games, I just think back to it, I just think of being like a 10-year-old, and, I'm never a big racing game fan, but, you race these cars, the music was fantastic. It's still quite a hard game. I tried making a Let's Play on it a while ago, but I sucked at it, so either I've got worse at games or this game is harder than I expected. But I love it. It just reminds me of being a kid. This is actually, obviously it says Value Series. I used to have this game years ago, then I lost it. and this is a repurchase. I bought it off of eBay a few years ago. The next one, this is a weird one because it's just called D. And I mentioned this on Twitter the other day. I actually mentioned this to Elink in the past when I was talking to her on Twitter. And it's a weird horror game. And I remember my friend brought it up before I even had a PlayStation. So it must have been about 1996. So I must have been 9. 1996, I must have been about 9 years old, 8 or 9. And this scared the shit out of me. This game was terrifying. But I bought it recently for myself about 2 years ago. The acting sucks. It's a weird game. It's a very, very short game, 3 discs, but you can complete it you've got to complete it in less than an hour, I think. And the mood's really, really good, but it's not a great game. But I just have that memory of being a kid and playing this and being really scared of this big knight that comes down with its axe if you don't time it right. And yeah, I kind of like it. Now this is another one. Discworld 2, Mission Presumed. I love the humour of this game again. It's got voices by Eric Idle and Rob Brydon and I think Tony Robinson, and it's got quite big names here from the UK. And my dad was always a big fan of the Discworld books, and you know, due to that, so am I. And this game perfectly captures the humour of the Discworld books, and this one's mostly based on the Reaper Man. And it's fantastic, yeah. The animation's really funny. The characters just some of the lines and the start at the very beginning of this game spoofs the beginning of Lethal Weapon 3. I think it's Lethal Weapon 2. Could be Lethal Weapon 2. And it's brilliant. The humour of this game just perfectly captures the books, and it's non-stop laughs. And this is just an absolute favourite game of mine. Next one is Grand Theft Auto. This is the original. Another one of those games. This is probably the most nostalgic game ever to me. I've made a short Let's Play series on this with my brother. And the one thing that really takes me back is the music from this game. This game has one of the best soundtracks of all time, as far as I'm concerned. I absolutely love this. In fact, this version of this game actually features a soundtrack. But if you pop this disc, the actual game disc, into a CD player, you get the soundtrack anyway, so yeah. This next one is a weird one. It's not a game I particularly love that much. It's called Excalibur 2555 AD. This is a weird game. It's not a very good game, but nostalgia-wise, it just reminds me of being a kid, you know? It reminds me of being like 8, 9, 10 years old, watching my dad play. He was always a lot better at it than me. It's got weird music and I kind of like the music, and it's probably the best thing about it. So it's shitty graphics. It's just really weird, but for some reason I kind of love it, despite it not being a very good game. And now this next one is Final Fantasy VII. It is, as far as I'm concerned, probably the best game ever made, next to Ocarina of Time. But I don't have Ocarina of Time. I have it for the Wii, but I don't have a physical copy with me right now. I used to have it for the Nintendo 64, but I lost it. But this, the music, the gameplay, the story, it is epic. I mean, the word epic has lost all meaning now, except for when it comes to this game. It's fantastic. How much do I love this game? I have a tattoo, the logo on my arm. It is just, it's as perfect as games can get, as far as I'm concerned. The remake, I'm kind of concerned about the remake because apparently they'd go for this hack and slash kind of angle. I don't know I don't know if it's been confirmed or not. It's just a rumour I heard, and I like reading it. You know, they've got voice acting and that in it, and that's kind of put me down. But this is always going to be one of my favourite games of all time. The reason I got the reason I got this, I just remember my dad buying this by mistake one day, and me and my brother played it, and we were addicted to it, and we've completed it 4 or 5 times since. And it's a long, long game. And it's my favourite in the Final Fantasy series. And yeah, that's my list. I can't remember how many games that was, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will make another games video in the future sometime. So I hope you enjoy this, and bye.